So this is Ted Flett with Golden Skate, and I'm joined by 2008 U.S. National Champion Mirai Nagasu, and just an absolute fan favorite. So heading into this season, 10-year anniversary from your national win.
Yes.
So happy anniversary.
Thank you.
As we approach it. So the big news that just
I don't know if I like this anniversary.
So the big news that has just come out this week is Evgeny Medvedeva, two-time world champion, has revealed what her music will be next year, and she has chosen short program music identical to yours or a version therein. You know, my immediate thought was, Mirai's skating to this music, there's going to be 2 of these programs on the Grand Prix series and throughout the season. What's your reaction to that?
World champion skating to the same music is a lot of pressure, but I'd just like to point out that I already skated to it, and so I have a year of working on it, and I really love it. So obviously it's going to be a different cut, probably different maybe instrument as well. So even though it'll be the same melody, it'll be a different type of skating, obviously. Like, I don't know how to pull out triple, triple, triple. Like, I'm not putting myself down, but it's a different kind of skate, and so I pride myself on my own skating as well. So it'll be like 2 types of cake.
Sure. In terms of that short program, it's sublime, and you know, you skyrocketed above the 70-point mark at the beginning of last season. Can you talk about this short program and what it means to you?
When I first heard it, I was like, I cannot skate to this depressed music, but Jeff was really insistent on it, and now I'm like completely in love with it. I think it's haunting, it's beautiful, and it's a different side of me. Like, I didn't think I could pull out that type of slow music, but as I worked on it and throughout last season, I decided to keep it because I feel like I can do so much more with it still, and so I'm excited to keep improving it. And last year I started out the season strong, hitting the 70-point mark, and so this season I want to continue on from that point and keep going higher and higher.
When you say you can add more to it, what do you think? Like, what more do you think you can add? Where do you think it could be?
I just think that having the second jump, the second 2 jumps in the second half, it was hard for me. What a tongue twister! But so my jumps in the second half, besides the combo, it was hard for me after the 2 spins, and it was always a mental block that I still want to get past, and I want to challenge myself. And I didn't really skate it as clean as I wanted to over the season, and so I want to do the program justice and compete it the way it was meant to be.
You said that at U.S. Nationals, the combination was like chocolate.
Yes.
Like, it was just perfection.
It was good.
How did you make that happen in that moment under that kind of pressure? Or did you even feel pressure at U.S. Nationals?
I definitely did. I wanted to be on the world team so bad, and I trained like I was going to be on that team. And I know that my training was sufficient, and I mean, obviously at 4 continents I did what I was supposed to do.
Did you ever?
So now I know that I have it in me, but I think I put so much on nationals because that's where they decide who is on the world team in 4 continents and Olympics this season. So I know it's within me, but sometimes I just let myself crumble under the pressure. And I think that first jump, I trained it so many times. Like, I was like, I'm getting this done. And I think I neglected the loop a little bit, and it's unfortunate because loop is one of my favorite jumps, but I know I can only learn from my mistakes.
Sure. I mean, so many fans know about your story in 2014 when you won the bronze medal but weren't named to the Olympic team. Does that add, is there a bit of a sting when you return to U.S. Nationals knowing that, this is slightly...
I mean, when you say it like that, maybe I'll think about it. But nationals...
But it doesn't naturally sort of preoccupy you?
No. I am a veteran in the national department, and I've been so many years, and it's something I look forward to because we're on home soil, we're in a great arena, and it's just all the best of the U.S. And I feel so much pride being American that I love. Like, nationals is the competition, obviously. Like, I feel that pressure, but also I want to be there because, like, that's our competition.
And, I mean, season after season, you show up at U.S. Nationals, and most often you throw down a really solid short program and put yourself, in contention and remain a player, even if people want to sort of take you off the list or no other, rising stars. How do you get yourself into that sort of frame of mind?
I have high expectations of myself, and even though I haven't I've only had one national title. I can pride myself on saying that I've been to nationals every single year and been in the top 10 consistently. And to be top 10 in the whole like country is just an accomplishment in itself. So, I mean, obviously I want to push myself to be on the world team. Like, that's my goal. But, you know, like, being top 10 is like something I'm proud of regardless.
Absolutely. And how are you spending your time now, sort of pre-season? Working on programs, working on elements. Can you bring us up to speed?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had a nice little break, no program, so we really worked on our jumps, and I really enjoyed that. And then I just came back from Canada, where I have my new long program. Spoiler alert, it's going to be Miss Saigon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's Olympic quality. It's got a lot in it, so I can barely get through it right now. So, because it's brand new. It's brand new, yeah.
Sure.
But it's a challenge, and I love challenges, so I'm excited to see what the season will bring on.
And did Jeffrey Buttle choreograph that as well?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you come across Miss Saigon and select that as your music?
Actually, Max Aaron chose the music that I wanted to skate to, and so when Jeff was like, "Oh, Miss Saigon," he didn't know. He's over there. He's looking at me funny. He didn't know, but I wanted to skate to it. But he got first claim. He got first dib. But when I heard Miss Saigon, I was like, you know what? Like, Sun and Moon is me. So
there's so many great pieces of music within that music we'll pick from. Was that difficult for you, or do you just leave that to Jeffrey? Hands off.
Jeff.
You let him? Okay. He is your artist. Now, have you seen the show?
I haven't, but I hear it's based off Madame Butterfly, which I'm very familiar with. So I think it'll be a good like rebirth of, and kind of like a facing that Madame Butterfly challenge again. I didn't really perform that program to its fullest potential, and so I definitely want to with Miss Saigon.
Now, have you sort of YouTube other skaters who skated to Miss Saigon to sort of put your own mark on it or get a sense of how it's been treated in the past?
I know Satoko skated to it a couple seasons ago, and it was beautiful, but mine is completely classic. There's no words. We want it to be really about that competitive side of figure skating, and I feel like with words, it can get a little bit show programmy kind of music, and I enjoyed that aspect of my competitive career as well with Imagine Dragons and Demons. But I think this season I want to go back to my roots, and like I used to go to ballet like almost every day, so I want to show those lines.
Right, excellent. And in terms of elements, you know, are there things that you're working on?
Yeah, let's talk about that triple axel.
Well, you keep teasing us with it, so what's the story?
It's just a real hard jump for me, but I really like. Yeah, like it. I like working on it. Yes, but we do have a place for it in the program, so it's there. I just have to work on it and get it consistent. Like, consistency that's the part that I'm still working on, and I know with all my jumps I can do every single jump. Sometimes I fall because I get tired, but like I know I can do that jump. And like with the triple axel, that's still something I'm working on, but I'm confident that I will continue to work on it. I've worked on it for years now, and so just that last part I'm working on.
Right. Where in the program is it set? Is it something that you'd like to get rid of off the top?
The beginning.
Get it done. Is there a risk in that if you don't land it, then it immediately puts a damper in your mind and you think, okay, this is not going to be the perfect performance I was hoping for?
Definitely during practice, it's hard when you like botch those first jumps. Like then you're like, I'm done. Can I just get a redo?
Can we start over?
But in competition, we don't have that opportunity. We don't have that, so you kind of have to train. Like during the beginning of the season, like I'll let myself fall and then be like, no, redo. But as we get closer to competition, like I train through the falls because you never know when you're gonna fall. Like I might fall on a crossover. Like that's happened before.
You're already such an artist, and yet last season, both with your short program and your long program, it seemed to take it to like a whole new level, and there was a new side of you shown. The long program music, how attached did you become to that music and that program, which is a really different approach for a lot of skaters?
I went into last season thinking like, this is my season. The winner is going to take it all, and that winner is me. And I didn't, so I'm a little embarrassed about that, but I really still love the music. And I loved working with David. Unfortunately, like I trained like a champion, but I didn't compete like a champion. And I think that's the difference between last season and this season that I want to change.
Okay. And how do you think you're going to do that?
You know what? I'm gonna skate like I'm stupid and try not to think so much.
Okay. That must be hard to do. Like really,
oh my god, so hard.
The sort of pressure that you're under.
And when there's adrenaline, there's just like a million thoughts, like, and sometimes it's like overwhelming.
Right. Now, any skater who isn't 14 or 15 in the sport, when they approach Olympic Games, there becomes thoughts of, will this be your last season? So have you thought about what your skating career looks like sort of long-term beyond Korea?
You know what, like when we talk amongst each other as competitive skaters, and we've all agreed that we'll hint that it's our last season, like we'll give you a little tease, but like I think that when I think about going into a season thinking it's my last one, like that's just way too much pressure. And then I mean, if I like even thinking about it now, I feel like I would put more emphasis on every single jump, and that's way too much to handle and to think about. And so when I'm done, I think I'll know when I'll be done.
What do you think the sign will be, or what? Or it'll just sort of be organic?
My body will be done.
It's finished. Off ice, away from the rink. What do you do? How do you?
I'm so lazy. Like,
really?
I'm on the couch watching Netflix all day.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Like,
I was like, wait a minute.
I like to, but I do have schoolwork and I have dogs to take care of, so I try to exercise with them, and I go to the gym as well, so it's always on, like go for me.
Sure. What courses are you taking?
Right now, it's summer, so no.
So no school?
No school.
Okay.
No.
Do you have sort of an interest in
my major is international business.
Okay.
So I'm like I just took my accounting courses, and I'm going to start taking my finance courses, but I don't know what that'll be like yet.
Right. Are there people in your classes in your school that think, oh wow, that's Mirai Nagasu, she goes here?
I don't think so. We're in Colorado Springs.
Surrounded by athletes.
Yeah, I have some of the skaters actually in my classes, and I like when they're in my classes because then, like, when I miss class, I can get my notes from them.
Yeah, sure. Do you guys talk school here on the rink, or no?
Sometimes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll be like, Max, I don't know how to. I forget this accounting rule, and he'll be like, girl, get it together.
Okay. Your Grand Prix placements are...
First one, Russia and Japan.
Okay. So Russia is this time the opener, the Grand Prix opener. That's different?
Yeah, I'll be home, and it won't be Halloween, so maybe I'll go trick-or-treating.
Right. Good plan. Have you competed in Russia, the
Russia
Cup before? Okay. Do you like it? Is it something that sort of feels like a familiar space to compete in?
It's a competition that, I mean, I like to avoid because those Russians know how to compete. But like, I love the country. I love going. I love traveling. I don't like sitting in the airplane so much, but I like seeing new countries. So I'm always honored and appreciative of any competition I get.
And NHK, the Japanese fans seem to love you. You have a good history with NHK. Are you excited to be going back there? I love Japan. Like, I love the food there. I love the people. So going back every time. Same thing. Those Japanese and Russian girls just have it going on. But you know what? I'm just thankful that I have 2 Grand Prix. Right. Well, fingers crossed that the Grand Prix goes well and next season is tremendous for you. Thanks so much for the alert about Miss Saigon.
Yeah.
And best of luck, competing that program and tweaking and getting it together.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Ryan.